Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Heidi at Hen Chicks Studio in Conrad, Iowa. How is everybody doing this afternoon? It is a gorgeous day, a little windy, but I am taking it because it is January in Iowa and there's no snow on the ground. Sorry, you all you snow lovers, including Stacy. But I am loving this weather. And but I wanted to come to you today and invite you and make sure that you know it doesn't matter what the weather is. We're celebrating National Hot Chocolate Day on Friday, January 31st. And we're doing it in two ways. And I want to make sure that you know all about National Hot Chocolate Day here at Hen Chicks Studio. So, first of all, when you're watching the video, jump in and tell me where you're watching from, because it always warms my heart to know that we're reaching, spreading creativity coast to coast. Love having those of you who are watching us from the state of Washington, over to Maryland, down to Florida, our good Midwestern gals. I love you all. So thank you very much for following us. We always appreciate a good share or tagging your friends on this too. And as nice as the weather is here in Iowa, I am telling you, this is road trip week, and it's a great time to come to Hen Chicks Studio. So the first thing, National Hot Chocolate Day on Friday, January 31st. Celebration number one. I want you to get to know Hangloose Nutrition, which is down the street from us. Goldie's been working there, and I enjoy all of their products. So for 3 days, starting January 30th, January 31st, and February 1st, during her hours, which she is open until 2 o'clock on Thursday and Friday, and open only 9 to noon on Saturday. If you go in there and say, Kelly, I know Hen Chicks Studio and I can have a hot chocolate on Hen Chicks Studio, my treat, hot chocolate for you. And it's going to be awesome. It's yummy. So no cost to you. All you have to do is go in there and say, Hen Chicks Studio sent you. And Kelly will give you a free hot chocolate, one per person. But we would love to have you try out Hang Loose and see what they're all about and celebrate National Hot Chocolate Day. Okay, so that's option number one for celebrating with us. Option number two is to shop for what else? Chocolate fabric. So I have selected, it isn't an all-encompassing brown fabric sale. I've selected 10 bolts of hot chocolate fabric. The list is already on the website. I'll put the link in here, but if you go to shop all products, scroll down to the bottom, it says Mocha Mousse. And Mocha Mousse is the color of the year according to Pantone colors. So I've picked out 10 bolts that I think are hot chocolate. Now, it's a variety of hot chocolate. It's sort of like, how do you drink your coffee, right? Do you drink it black? Do you drink it kind of not? Whatever. And so there are a variety of colors. I think there's a nice assortment of browns. Everything from what I would call just a really good basic brown. This is a melange to more of a camel-y color. Maybe you put a lot of milk and maybe a little caramel in your hot chocolate. Who knows? And there's even a couple that are just maybe a little on the hinge of green. It's kind of interesting when you put brown. It's khaki and it should be brown, right? But it's all a little bit different. So, and kind of everything in between. Some of them are limited quantities. Some of them we have more yardage of. So if you want to start planning now, you can shop for these 10 fabrics online on the 30th, the 31st, and the 1st. They're going to be 30% off. And I'll put the coupon code in here too. You can't shop before that or it won't be 30% off. Okay? So you got to be organized. This is Get Organized Week. But again, great fabrics. Maybe you want to think of your chocolate fabric as being a background fabric, right? So like this pattern from Yellow Umbrella. I love this. It's called Churndazzle with a navy background. But can you imagine that with a brown background? And I could see it in so many different colors, but that brown just becomes a new neutral. And I think that's when Pantone is talking about that mocha mousse color. It's just a good neutral color. So if it's whether you like it for, a background. Another pattern that needs a lot of background fabric is Jelly Twist. We did it with a black background with Jason Yenter fabrics. I think it would also be great in the brown background, and so many different colors would pop right off of it. Texas Two-Step is another great one, where in here it's a gray color, but again, a nice neutral like a brown could really pop off. And when you start making some of these fabrics or making some of these quilts, like main color, that would be your brown, right? If you want to make a queen size quilt, you got to have 4 1/3 yards. So you can't just buy a half yard and go, oh yeah, that's going to be enough for a background, right? And so anytime you're looking at those background fabrics and you got to get more, so 30% off, these chocolate fabrics could be yours. Here's another one called Grandpa's Barn. And these colors, this color right in here, on this picture, I would describe it as a charcoal color. Again, I think it could be a brown. And in this one, if you're making a 50 by 70 inch, you need 2 yards. Up to a queen is 3 3/4. I didn't look to see what the turndazzle, 2.5 to 4 7/8, almost 5 yards of background. So think about it that way. Borders, binding, background or backing fabric. So great opportunity to stock up on a nice chocolate fabric, colored fabric. Again, there's just going to be 10 bolts that are on sale. That's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. But several of them, we have quite a bit of yardage. A couple of them are a little more limited. But we would love to see you either online or in the store on the 30th, the 31st, and the 1st to help us celebrate National Hot Chocolate Day. So again, 2 ways to celebrate, right? One, on those days, you come to Conrad, walk down the street, same side as the street as Hen Chicks Studio. You can park halfway in between if you want, or get a little exercise as you go down. Hangloose Nutrition is on the same side of the street as we are. Go on in there and say, Kelly, Hen Chicks Studio sent me, and she will give you a free hot chocolate, and on me, totally on me. And then come back here, do a little shopping, get 30% off your chocolate fabrics. All right, everybody, I hope you have a great afternoon. Be creative, and we'll see you next time.